you guys doing? It's been a while with the whole COVID thing, so we were not shooting videos as much as we did last year, but we're bringing another fresh video. It's outoftips.ca coming to you from the KW. Today we're gonna be addressing the winter situation, which is a seasonal issue. So people have been asking me, is it necessary to put winter tires? Can I drive with the all season tires and all that? In some provinces it's mandatory, it's by law, and some are not. So you have to follow your local laws and stuff. But today we're gonna be talking about how do you know the size of your tire versus how do you know if a tire is good or not. So we have a gauge that will show us that. What's the recommended tread for tire, especially in the winter. You want to have as much tread as possible, and the advantages of the winter tire, having a winter tire. Okay, so every time you want to find out what size your tire size is, the best place to look is here. You get your tire pressure and the tire size for these cars. So if you see over here, it says 225, I believe 55, 18, or you can go with 225, 55, 18. You got the PSI here, how many pressure that you have to have. So it says it's gotta be 36 PSI. So the pressure is very important because if some cars are designed with a sensor inside, when the pressure goes low or the pressure is not reading properly, it will give you a warning, but not all the cars comes with that safety feature. So always good to put a recommended tire pressure, especially in the winter time. You want to have nice tire pressure. And another place to look for it is over here. So when you look down on the tire here, what it says is 235, 65, 18. So on this car, you could put 235, 55, 18, like the size for it. So these are all season tires. Usually if it doesn't show snow flecks, I'll show you guys what a winter tire looks like. These are some types of winter tires. This one here, it has the directional to cut the snow through. And this one is just, it has them, so it's a totally different shapes. So these are directionals. So if it has to face this way, so it goes on this side. If it has to face this way, then you gotta go on this side. So it's directional tire. That's why they have this marking is facing that way. And another issue is, like, people have been asking me is, what's the wheel lock? Every alloyed rim pretty much, it comes with the wheel lock. Some cars, they don't come, like this car here, it doesn't have a wheel lock. All the lug nuts are the same, so it doesn't have a wheel lock. But this one here has a special key on it, like you see here. So nobody can play around with the rim. So if you don't have this key, you're stuck. So for that, you gotta look for your wheel lock. Usually when it's new, it comes in a box like this with a couple lug nuts. This is what it looks like. And they all have a number. So with this number, if the inside is wearing off, because these are, every wheel has its own kind of lock. So for this car, this is the one for this. So if you have to order, you gotta use this number. Especially in the winter, this is one of the safety features that you have to make sure it's working. So it goes here. So without that, just gotta find the position for it. So it's in now. So if you don't have these, good luck taking that. You have to break this one. So always make sure this is always kept in the car, and it goes here on the center of the cover. And these are some of the lug nuts in case you strip some of those. I'll show you the thread checker. This is a gauge to show you how many threads you have. Here in Ontario, the thread, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 recommended for safety. But when you talk about winter, that's totally different situation. These are the thread depths that we're checking. So you have to go to the lowest of them. So usually the lowest is either on the outside or inside. So we're gonna zero this one. Then you put it here, like that. So it's 5.6. If you wanna go inches, That's what it is. So millimeters, that's what it is. So this tire, it actually passes because if we're doing safety on this car. So it's good to have one of those. They're pretty cheap. You can buy them. You could probably buy those for $5-10. So it's good to know your tire depths. And another thing that we're gonna discuss is once you change these tires, sometimes you have to program them. So we're gonna show you guys how to program the tire pressure sensor monitor on a Nissan. Okay, so that's all some of the tips that you have to be ready for winter. This is a good time to look at your tires. It's important to stay safe for you and others on the road. For more videos, go visit us at autotips.ca. We're gonna be bringing you guys fresh, seasonal videos to help you to save money. Auto Tips has always been there for our communities. So click that button, subscribe to the channel so you can get some help tips from our industry. Peace.